Would you believe me if I told you that the famous Oga Obinna was once homeless? In this video, we are going to see how he went from being raised in a house full of tension, humiliated, beaten, and disowned by his father to being a top radio star, comedian, MC, and a brand icon. This is the story of Oga Obinna, one of Kenya's most recognizable voices. Obinna, whose real name is Steve Thompson Magana, was born in 1990, being the youngest in his family. His father, who was a Luo gospel minister and a soft-spoken Igbo mother, they settled in Maseno near the Kenyan border with Uganda.
So basically in my life, I never had a father figure. I was the loud one, I'm the noisy one, I'm the always in a mistake. Like, I will sit like this the whole day. By the time I just wake up and go touch the TV remote, my dad opens the door. I used to think I was cursed, I was like, why am I always...
Young Obinna was always the scapegoat, who was often mistakenly blamed for his brother's mistakes. He said this while at Mark Check podcast, and I quote, "My elder brother and I will make mistakes, but I will be punished even more than him, even when I was innocent." His parents praised his brother while he got none of their attention. He remembers receiving no gift for performing well in school while his brother got praise. He bottled up frustration, became bitter and withdrawn. He remembers feeling cursed and always wrong, but there was more. He got into some trouble with his dad, which made him make a decision that will change his entire life.
My dad, he told me he was coming to kill me. They came wakapata nimefanya kitu. So what happened was, me and my dad were not in good spirits, so babangu akasema nisipatiwe food. Kuna time nika discover tuko na mahindi, unaona zile mahindi tulikuwa na dondoa tunaweka kwa nini, nikagundua ziko kwa drum hapo kwa hao for us to eat. I sold food. So when dad said that akinipata hapa no itakuwa noma, I decided to leave.
It was 2009 as 16-year-old Obinna packed a few books and 500 Kenyan shillings from his mother and took a train which brought him to Nairobi. Nairobi greeted him with noise, dust, and cold nights. He learned early that nothing ever came easy. "When I sat on that train, I had no plan, just faith," he shared. He slept on the street and survival demanded odd jobs, yet morning always came. And each day he tried and tried again. He found his Lee Educational Center where he finished his high school education while juggling work and survival. He sold curtains door to door, worked as a messenger, and cleaned hotels. He did anything to pay school fees. Obinna's first official job was an office messenger at Westlands, Nairobi, earning only 500 Kenyan shillings per day. He was then promoted to storekeeper, paying 10,000 Kenyan shillings per month, which was enough for a single-room house and a bed. But sadly, he got fired from his job, and with no other option, he returned to the village life in Maseno. His failures were also part of the everyday hustle, and each failure brought a new lesson. While in Maseno, he tried farming and selling fodder, but Nairobi called him back. There, he found a stage at the Kenya National Theatre, the mecca for dreamers, and he performed dancehall vibes. He soon met other comedians who were Jalango and the late Fred Omondi. Fred took him under his wing, and he became Fred Omondi's mtu wa mkono. And through that, he learned event emceeing and comedic timing. He started performing in bars and clubs, with his style being a mix of the Luo accent with the Nigerian swagger, unique and unpolished. People laughed, one show at a time. There is a saying that you should always do your best in everything that you do, as you never know who is watching. That comedic flair opened up many doors. He got noticed by QFM and got hired as a co-host in the nighttime show known as Vuka na Style. His energy, banter, and odd personality found its space. He then moved to Easy FM, hosting the Home Run Show, a show so popular enough to tour clubs and universities. From here on, he was bound for absolute success. Some might call it luck, others say it's a miracle, and others say it's just being at the right place at the right time. One day while he was performing at a Nation Media Group party, something amazing happened. Linus Gitahi, who was then the CEO of Nation Media Group, offered him a contract. His salary then became 70,000 Kenyan shillings plus endorsements. That was more money than he'd ever held. Now, with money coming in, he saved up and bought his very first car, which was a Nissan Bluebird worth 700,000 Kenyan shillings. It was a small car, but for him, a very great achievement in his life. In 2022, he joined Kiss FM opposite Kamene Goro, and quickly, Oga Obinna became a household name. He was trending, not just for jokes, but for realness. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to subscribe as it is free and it supports us. His fans see authenticity, a man admitting mistakes yet proudly showing love. And to Obinna, his children are his softest spot and his ultimate reason to hustle. With 4 kids, he always says, "I'm not perfect, but I'm present." He is really open about failed relationships, even giving fans breakup advice. He insists that his past doesn't define him and that what matters is how he show up every single day. Even after escaping his father's threats, Obinna couldn't completely shut the door. Years later, success gave him power to forgive. He even built him a house and even bought him a car, and for a while they spoke again. Obinna today isn't just a voice. Beyond radio and comedy, Obinna turned fame into a brand empire. He is a brand ambassador for Zinco Mabati, which is a wealthy iron sheet manufacturing company. He is also a YouTube creator with more than 6 channels with a combined total of over 1.8 million subscribers and millions of views. And also an MC for weddings, product launches and comedy shows. Now, this is the question most Kenyans are wondering about. What is his net worth? Well, it is estimated to be over 100 million Kenyan shillings. His car fleet focuses on luxury SUVs with the Range Rover Vogue, which he acquired in 2024, a Range Rover Sport, a Volkswagen Touareg, and a Mercedes-Benz E350. Besides the wealth, Obinna is a big advocate for mental health. He says he's learned to forgive for peace, not approval, and to put children all above pride. Real heroes are not those who never fall, but those who get up speaking truth, and real power isn't hiding pain, it's sharing it. Obinna says he doesn't just want to be famous, he wants to be remembered for resilience. This is a story of a terrified teen who came to Nairobi with nothing to a man who built a name in radio, fathered 4 kids, and turned pain into laughter. As many people say, you don't choose where you are born, but you choose who you become. In the end, it isn't the past that defines you, it's what you do with it. If you like this story, then you should check out this video on why Gengeton fell off, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.